this video, we're gonna beat the worm. So a special effect here is when an ally receives healing, they increase the front damage by 8%. As for 2 turns, stacks for up to 4 times. This one is actually not that difficult to stack. You just give Wonder the Glimmer Dagger and then Closer will keep healing herself every turn to easily get up to 4 stacks. And when you win skill 3, you can also heal. Then blast damage increase, sweeper damage increase. Now for the boss, the Nidhoggr, the gimmick is the same as the last week one. The boss has Soul Link, so they share the damage. It also has like this poison stack thing, which is basically DOT. You can stack up to 3 times. So you do need a bit healing, or do you? You actually don't need healing for this stage because it's Devour of Dreams or DOD for short. So this is the weakened turn thing. What matters is the last 2 turns of the fight, which is the weakened turns. The other turns before weakened turn, it doesn't matter that much. So you can finish the fight as fast as possible, or you want to stall a bit, it's up to you. But for my rotation, it is 5 turns. And I'm not running any healers, so no healers here, no Marion. Because I find I'm using Leon is better than using Marion. Because like I said, what matters is the last 2 turns, and Leon can give a lot of like burst buff, like a lot of crit damage, attack buff. Marion is better for longer fights, we need to heal, sustain. So we're gonna go with Tropical Closer first. For DOD rotation, it really depends on the team. My Closer is not that good because it's only 4-star weapon, so I actually have to use 5 turns or 3 turns before the DOD to kill the boss. If your Closer is strong, 2 turns should be enough to kill the boss. So you can use 1, 3 and highlight also to do the damage. Then we have Revolution card, which is the Virtue Resolve set for star weapon, then just the screen. Now our buffer, we have 2 buffers actually. The first one is Leon. Leon actually is pretty good here. Skill 2 can actually heal Closer, assuming the shield is still there, which means that you can get the extra buffing stat, the buffing thing or the stage effect thing. And his highlight can also heal. If Closer is below 60%, you'll heal up to 60% with the highlight, which again can help you get the stage effect. And this will also give Closer another tick of healing, because we do need 5 ticks to get a Tropical Heart. And the thing is, we only need 1 Tropical Heart, that is why we don't need Marion here. Because Marion's role in a Closer team is to heal and keep getting the stack. So the Closer can use skill 3 when it's ready. But for this, we don't need, because we use skill 3 only 2 times in the last 2 turns, which is the important turns to get the points. Skill 3 of course to also buff. Then the set is the Trust and Power for attack, 5-star weapon for a bunch of buffs, stat screen. Our next buffer is Court. So I'm using Court for Closer instead of Makoto or Queen on the other side, because I tested it and Court is better with Closer. It gives more points. But it depends a lot on your characters. For my case, the rotation in this video, I'm actually not going to be using for my guild, because I'll be borrowing A6 Queen for my guild. And obviously, with A6 Queen, I want to use Court instead, because the power level between A0 Closer and A6 Queen is a lot. So I want Court to go to the stronger side. But for the sake of like my videos, my guide videos, I want to make it so that both sides are like A0 or low awareness, because I'm trying to target like the more free to play or low spending people. So it's a case by case basis, it's up to you what you want to do. The video's purpose is just to serve as a guide, it's not like a one-to-one thing. But anyway, back to Court. Very simple. Skill 1 to shock, skill 2 to buff, skill 3 to enable highlight to increase damage. Then we have a Revelation card for Prosperity and Trust. The main purpose of this is just to get the 8% buff here. And the 5-star weapon. 5-star weapon is not required to follow the rotation, but actually A6 win might be required to follow rotation. I'll get to that later. Then we have the stat screen. So Navigator is a win. She is probably required to follow this, or it's going to be easier at least, because A6 win allows you to skill 3 every turn, which means you can heal every turn, which allows you to sustain more, also to heal Closer to get her to 5 stacks to get the Tropical Heart. So that's something important with win. I think non-A6 win is still possible. We need to be a bit lucky with Leon's healing, with the highlight heal, skill 2 heal. So just to tell you first. Then the original set is the Use of Labor, and the event weapon, the stat screen. Dagger, make sure you give Glimmer. Glimmer gives Closer the blessing stacks, so Closer can heal every turn, which will really help you to reach the 5 ticks of healing to get Tropical Heart. Now for the persona, this is where things get a bit interesting. The first one, your minion. Very simple, just give her Rebellion. We're gonna use Cohesion also. And since we don't have Marion, right, your minion is gonna be even more valuable here, because that means we can activate the Harmony with somewhere closer to 10%, so we can do more damage. The next persona, very interesting, because this persona, male key Zedek, whatever, he is bugged currently in the game. Basically, the passive is actually buffing you more than it's supposed to be. I'll explain and show you the bug in the battle itself, but right now he is good, but just to tell you that he might only be good for this update, because he will probably be fixed in the next update. It's up to you if you want to spend the coin to get him, but just to tell you that the bug is significant. Gives a lot of buffs. Then we have Norn. Norn, I'm using Norn over Cert because, like I said, my queen is not strong and my closer is not strong enough, which means that I need to store for one more turn. And the longer I store, the harder it is to survive because we don't have a healer on the team. So we need someone with Wind Barrier or Shield to help us tank. We also have Magarola to inflict the Wind Sweep, so we can at least do some defense debuff. Of course, if you can do it in 4 turns, you might want to consider using Surge instead, because Surge's debuff is more consistent, right? The guaranteed debuff. This one you have to pray for the Wind Sweep. And with that, you can begin. First turn, we're gonna go to Norn and use Wind Barrier. This allows us to tank. Because my closer is not strong enough, so it requires 5 turns instead of 4. I think 4 turns should be okay also. But I have to store for one more turn. Then Core is gonna guard. Closer skill 1. You can also skill 3 here if you want. It's really up to you. So one of the tough parts about this fight is trying to tank. Okay, so they do very little damage, but the thing that does a lot of damage is the DOT, the poison stacks. Each turn you can do like 25% of the health. So now Wind is gonna skill 3. If your Wind is not A6, you can still skill 3 here, but you have to target closer. For me, I'm not gonna target closer because I don't have to, because my Wind is A6, so I can do another healing later on. So I'm gonna skill 3 the lowest HP. But for you, if you don't have A6, you have to skill 3 the closer to at least get her to 5 stacks. Then we're gonna use Magarola. If your team is not strong enough to tank Wind Barrier, the team is fine. Okay, so Magarola. We got 3 wins, so that's okay. The more the merrier, of course. Then we skill 2 with Leon and closer to buff her. Now here, it depends on your closer. If your closer is strong, you can skill 1 and hit any of the worms. If your closer is not strong like mine, because mine is only 4-star weapon, use skill 3 on closer to do some damage, so that we can make sure we kill it next turn. And closer, skill 1. Hopefully it doesn't kill, okay, good. Now you continue tanking. Hopefully they attack closer. We want them to attack closer to reduce her HP. No? Okay. HP is a lot. Now we skill 1. If your closer not A6, you probably cannot use anything right now, but it's fine. Next time you use skill 1 and then the last time you skill 3. A6 is gonna skill 1 here, then skill 3 the next 2 turns. Now we can use Leon's highlight. Sadly, closer's HP is a lot. What this means is that we cannot heal with Leon, because Leon only heals if it's below 60%. So no healing means that we don't get a stack. You can see that our closer right now is only 3 stacks, so we need 2 more stacks. She's gonna get 1 more stack this turn with the blessing stacks. Then next turn we can use skill 3 Wind to heal her up again. So if you don't have A6 Wind, it's gonna be a bit more difficult to follow this rotation. Then we will Rebellion. Skill 2 closer. Power skill 2. Then closer skill 1 to Q. So what matters now is her getting 5 stacks of the tropical healing thing to convert into tropical heart. This is so that I can use skill 3 the next 2 turns, because it's the weakened turn. So here we can skill 3. We have to aim closer here to get her to 5 stacks. Unfortunately. Because I would rather heal someone that's low HP so it can survive. You can see the code is super low right now. I think she can still survive one more turn. So now we are going to use the new persona, the Mel something. Mel Keys deck, I don't know. But use him. And I'll show you the bug. Bug is quite funny. So what it's supposed to do is 3% damage for each blessing stacks. So total 8 blessing stacks is going to be 24%. So you can see that Wonder is correct. 8 stacks, 3%. So that's 80. So that's 24%. Now for the other allies, it's 50% of this effect, which means that it's going to be like 1.5% times 8, which is like 12.5% or something. So it's supposed to be 1.5% times 8. Now we go to closer, we look at her. It's 8 stacks, 15%. That's insane. That is 120% damage increase. Instead of regular, like I think 12.5%. That's insane. That's almost 10 times the amount. So if you have him, you can use him. But just know that there's a good chance that they can fix the bug next turn. So he's probably gonna be used for this update. With skill 3 Leon. Because sadly her HP is too much. Ideally you want her to be 60% or less. So it's fine. Then we're gonna use Cord skill 1. Shock. Take the wound. Then you can Cord highlight here. Cord's HP is super low now. Closer skill 3. We do have the tropical heart, so we are safe to use it. Okay, 1 million, that's pretty good. Now the final turn. The skill 3. Actually we heal the lowest one, which is... Oh, actually all of them are fine. All of them can survive another hit. We just target Leon. The lowest one. The Wonder going to use Cohesion from the minion. And we should target closer so she gets the damage increase. Then skill 2. Okay, I think this gets her to less than 60%. So we get extra crit damage. Now Cord skill 3 and do some big damage. Yeah, 160k, not bad. Then we highlight again. It should be less, 700 plus probably. Yeah. Then skill 3. It should be big damage. Yeah, 1 million. Very good damage. I think this might be the highest with this rotation. The highest I got was 48.1. Let's see. 0.9, that's pretty good.